Your calendar's packed. Your brain's buzzing with notifications. That's not coincidence. That's your brain getting played. And once you understand how this works, you can weaponize it. Your difficulty meter isn't fixed. It's constantly recalibrating based on whatever hard thing you did most recently. Here's what's happening. You're letting life set your difficulty baseline instead of setting it yourself. And because of that, normal stuff feels unbearable. Traffic feels traumatic. A tough conversation feels impossible. Waking up early feels like torture. But it doesn't have to be this way. I'm going to show you how doing hard things on purpose makes everything else in your life feel easier by comparison, and how to use this psychological glitch to your advantage. The recalibration effect. Your brain is constantly asking one question. Compared to what? It doesn't have an objective difficulty scale. It measures everything against your recent experience. When the hardest thing you've done this week is pick what to watch on Netflix, yeah, returning that email is going to feel like climbing Everest. Your baseline is shot. Think about it. You sit in climate-controlled comfort all day, then get genuinely stressed about someone not texting back. You avoid anything uncomfortable, then wonder why small obstacles feel massive. Your difficulty tolerance is like a muscle. Stop using it. It atrophies. And suddenly, everything requires Herculean effort because your brain has recalibrated to easy mode. Here's what to do. Introduce voluntary discomfort every single day. Not random suffering. Strategic hardship. Here are some examples. Cold shower for 2 minutes. Workout that actually makes you breathe hard. Conversation you've been avoiding. Fast for 16 hours. Sit in silence for 10 minutes without your phone. Pick one. Do it before noon. Your brain will recalibrate within hours. That work presentation? Feels lighter. That difficult decision? Less paralyzing. Because compared to the thing you chose to do this morning, this is nothing. Controlled doses? Expanded capacity? You don't need to suffer endlessly. You need controlled exposure. Small, repeated doses of discomfort that systematically expand what you can handle. Think vaccine, not poison. You're training your nervous system to stay calm under pressure. Start absurdly small. Laugh at how small. Take the stairs instead of elevator. That's it. Tomorrow, add 30 seconds of cold water at the end of your shower. Next week, wake up 30 minutes earlier than necessary. The size doesn't matter initially. The consistency does. You're teaching your brain that discomfort won't kill you. Here's why this works. Your brain is designed to avoid threats. It can't tell the difference between actual danger and just uncomfortable. Every time you voluntarily do something hard and survive, you're sending proof that discomfort isn't death. The threat detection system learns. The anxiety decreases. Your capacity expands. Stack these small exposures. Cold water in the morning. Difficult conversation at lunch. Workout after work. Suddenly you're someone who does hard things, and your brain knows it. That identity shift is everything. You're not hoping you can handle difficulty. You have evidence. Strategic selection matters. Not all hardship is equal. Scrolling arguments on social media is hard on your nervous system, but builds zero capacity. Getting yelled at by your toxic boss creates stress without growth. You want difficulty that you control, that has clear boundaries, that ends. Physical discomfort is the easiest entry point. Exercise, cold exposure, fasting, heat. Your body screams, but can't actually argue with you. There's no negotiation. You just do it. It ends. You're stronger. Your brain gets clear feedback. We survived, we're capable, then graduate to mental and emotional challenges. Have the breakup conversation. Set the boundary with your parent. Admit you were wrong. Ask for what you want. These cut deeper but build resilience that physical stuff can't touch. You're proving to yourself you can handle emotional discomfort without collapsing. Alternate between physical and psychological challenges. Here's a weekly example. Monday, hard workout. Tuesday, difficult phone call. Wednesday, cold shower. Thursday, honest conversation about your needs. You're becoming anti-fragile, not just resistant to difficulty, actually strengthened by it. Pick challenges with clear endpoints. Not be more disciplined forever, but don't check my phone for 2 hours. Not get comfortable with conflict, but say no to this specific request. Discrete challenges you can win. Each win recalibrates your baseline upward. The contrast principle in action. Once you start doing genuinely hard things, normal life becomes the recovery period. That's the trick. You're not adding suffering to an already difficult existence. You're reframing what difficult means. Suddenly your commute isn't the hardest part of your day. The cold plunge at 6 a.m. was. Everything after is easy mode. Watch what happens. You do a genuinely hard workout in the morning, the kind where you question your choices. Then your coworker's passive-aggressive comment bounces off you. Why? Because compared to what you put yourself through 3 hours ago, this is nothing. The difficulty contrast makes their nonsense feel weightless. Same with decision fatigue. When you've already done the hardest thing on your list before breakfast, choosing what to work on next feels trivial. You front-load the difficulty. Everything else gets the comparison discount. Your annoying tasks feel easy because your reference point is extreme. Use this deliberately. Schedule your voluntary hardship before the parts of life you can't control. Can't avoid the difficult meeting at 2 p.m.? Do something harder at 7 a.m. The meeting will feel easier by pure contrast. You're gaming your own perception system. The compounding effect. This isn't a one-time trick. This is a upward spiral. Each hard thing you do raises your baseline, which makes yesterday's hard thing feel normal, which means you need slightly harder challenges to get the same recalibration effect, which expands your capacity further. You're literally growing your difficulty tolerance week by week. 3 months in, you look back at what used to stop you and laugh. That conversation you rehearsed for days, you now have 5 of those before lunch. That workout that felt impossible, that's your warm-up. Your ceiling became your floor, and it happened through tiny, consistent exposures to controlled discomfort. The people around you will notice before you do. You're calmer in chaos, less reactive to problems, more willing to tackle what others avoid. Not because you're tougher inherently, because your recent experience includes harder things than whatever just happened. Your difficulty meter is calibrated differently than theirs. Keep detailed notes. Write down what felt hard this week. Review monthly. You'll see the shift. What paralyzed you in January is boring by April. That's not motivation. That's recalibration. That's proof the mechanism works. Start tomorrow morning. Here's your move. Pick one uncomfortable thing. Do it tomorrow before you check your phone. 2-minute cold shower. 20 push-ups. 10-minute meditation. 15-minute run. Something your brain will resist. Do it anyway. Notice how the rest of your morning feels easier. That's it. One thing. Prove to yourself the recalibration is real. You'll feel it immediately. Then do it again the next day. And the next. Within a week, you'll start craving that morning difficulty because you've experienced how it makes everything else lighter. Don't overthink this. Don't research the perfect hard thing. Just pick something and go. The mechanism works regardless of what you choose. Your brain will recalibrate whether you pick the optimal challenge or not. Action beats optimization every single time. The life you want is on the other side of discomfort you're currently avoiding. But you can't get there by waiting for it to feel easier. You get there by doing hard things until your definition of hard changes. Until what stopped you before doesn't even register. Start tomorrow. Do one hard thing. Watch everything else get easier.